Got him. This was possibly a horrible decision. I don't know how to get him up. Welcome back, everybody. So this is a bait that I've wanted to use for a little while now and just never really got around to it. We're about as far as we can be from Match the Hatch. I'm sure it's probably been 2 months plus since any of these fish have seen a tadpole, but I think we might be able to catch them on this today. We had a string of really hot weather and then it dropped really quickly, so I think finesse will probably be our best chance for today anyway. But these things are super interesting. I don't know if I've seen a bait like them, but I feel like they're probably going to catch some fish. Let's get after it. All right, we've got this guy paired up on a little drop shot, so let's see if we can't get into a couple fish. I don't know that we're going to have a great chance of big fish by any means, but I guess you never know. There's one. Got him. Little guy. Took a little while to start off. What is this? Oh my. That is not what I thought we would catch. A crappie to start off the day. Not a bad one either. That's funny. Well, this certainly catches crappie at least. Thought for sure we'd end up with like a small bass initially, but we don't have a ton of time before sun goes down, so we might have to end up going to another lake at some point in time to try these out again. But we'll stick it out till sundown. Oh, there's one. Got him. Little guy. Bass or another crappie. Oh, got him a little bit in the eye. Ooh, crazy. I thought we'd end up with bass today. Just not very many bites at all, but just crappie. There's a little guy. Oh gosh. Thought it was gonna be a bluegill. Nope. Oh, there we go. On the tadpole, right in the roof. I don't think I was gonna get one right there. That was gonna be a. Oh, he is fat though, eating well. There have to be some big ones in here. We are back out fishing with this little, oh my, we have quite the mess. Fishing with our little tadpole lure again. It's super hot out, so we had the crazy weather to where like nothing was biting at all because we had such cold weather for a little bit. It's gotten quite warm again and been consistent for a couple days, so we're back out here. But with it being as hot as it is, I'm sure these fish are probably tight in these lily pads and stumps and all this, which is not ideal for a drop shot by any means, but we caught that one, so let's see if we can find some more. There's one. Oh, I get him? Nope, a little bluegill, I bet. Oh gosh. This tail though, everything absolutely loves it. But it just means you'll have a lot of false bites from probably some fish that you can't really hook or catch. Got him. This was possibly a horrible decision. I don't know how to get him up. Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Get out of there. Hold together, Uni. Hey. We got one. There's got to be a better way to get these fish out of there. I'm glad he wasn't much bigger than what he was. We might have to get the kayak back here if we can. All right, buddy. Give you up. Perfect. We'll ride. I think there's quite a few fish back here, but I just don't know. Short of like with the swim bait rod or Maybe the frog rod. I don't know how you'd even flip a fish up here. But we'll keep seeing if we can't catch them on the drop shot. That was not a good idea to try and catch one there, but glad it worked out. There's one. Nope, missed him. There's another one. Got him. Oh! That was a little bass. Well, I mean, if they're all going to stay 10 inches, this is kind of fun. As soon as we get a 2-pounder, I have no idea what we're going to do. There's one. Got him. Big one, I don't think. Is he gonna stick? What was that? Is that a bass? Oh, here's a bass. For a second, it looked strange, almost like a walleye or something. There's a little guy. Smoked it. Oh. Might have to get pliers for him. Yeah, we might have to get pliers. He got it very well in the cheek. Alright, there we go. Let him go. Way to go to a new pond. I actually liked that last spot a lot, and I think we're going to go out there in our kayak next time we take the kayak out, because it looked like there were tons and tons of fish in that area, jump around and everything. I just don't know that I would be able to successfully pull some fish out of some of that thick cover, but we will definitely have to go out there yet this summer with a frog, see if we can't catch some fish. But for now, we're just going to keep catching them on this little tadpole, and I don't expect any big ones, but I expect some numbers. There's one. Yeah, little guy. We are losing our baits at an astonishing clip right now. What? Oh! Did he rip it off? Or did he? Wow! Oh, that's not nearly as impressive now. He had that whole tadpole down his mouth. I didn't know it was on still. I thought he ripped it off. Nice little gill. Messed up little tail, but yeah, we are losing our baits at an astonishing clip. We're finding every stick known to man. But like I said, everything likes this little tadpole. I mean, the tail looks very similar to like a small leech, and we've proven that earlier this summer that bluegill and everything love those. So you will have a ton of bites, but probably a fair number of them are fish you probably can't catch. They're going to be like those 3- and 4-inch bluegills just nipping at the tail. But that's the first bluegill we've caught on this. I'm kind of surprised. So far, past couple days, we've caught crappie, bluegill, and bass. All we need is like a pike to like round it off, and we again have our little Midwest slam going on. I did catch a perch on this too, actually, but that wasn't on camera. So we'll fish this for a little bit longer, see if we can't get some more fish. Hopefully not lose our last 2 plastics too quickly. But I've got some exciting news at the end too, so stay for that. Oh. And there's our last one. Actually, we have one more, but we've lost all but one. So that is it for today. But we'll get home and talk about our announcement, our exciting news. Well, we are back home. The past couple days fishing that tadpole lure did not go all that well. We caught some fish for sure, but I think it's very much a technique specific and a time and place kind of bait. I'm sure the end of spring, beginning of summer, when those tadpoles and frogs are coming out, the bass would key on that a lot better. But we did catch some fish. It was kind of unfortunate because we lost our lures quite quickly with finding every stick in the bottom of the lake. So if we had fished it longer, we might have had some more bites and, maybe some bigger ones. But nevertheless, now we get to go ahead and talk about what I'm very excited about. Fishing lures are insanely expensive. It's rough to buy a fair amount of lures, especially name brand ones, because it hurts the pocketbook pretty bad. So we did a giveaway last December and it went pretty well. So I want to go ahead and do a giveaway again to hopefully get somebody some baits. This giveaway is going to be a little bit different than the last one. We're going to do it very similar to like a series, I guess. So from now until we either catch a 4-pound largemouth or December 1st, whichever one happens, we're going to go ahead and put a lure into the box, and then whenever we catch that 4-pounder or December 1st comes about, we will go ahead and do the giveaway. So no idea when it'll end. Hopefully there's a fair amount of lures that we get in here before we catch a 4-pounder. If we don't catch anything until December 1st, there'll be a lot of lures. That obviously would mean that we had a really bad end of summer, which hopefully doesn't happen, but I'd be happy to give some lures away to somebody, so that'll be all right. I'm not doing anything, giving away any like crap lures or anything else like that, just additional stuff that I have. I'm going to be giving out decent name brand stuff, things that I definitely use and whatnot. So follow along with every video. At the end, I'll be showing what I am putting in the box, for that video if I didn't catch a 4-pounder. And again, you don't necessarily, or I necessarily know when it's going to end until we end up catching those fish. A fair number of our lakes don't even have 4-pounders in them, so it's basically every time I fish one of those lakes, it's basically a freebie for that lure going in the box. So hopefully this works out well. We'll go ahead and when it ends, whenever it does, we'll be doing the rules and everything else like that on Instagram. That's how we did the last one, and it worked out pretty well. So follow along, like, share, comment, let everybody know that might want a chance at potentially winning some lures, to go ahead and follow the series, because again, we don't know when it's going to end. So but yeah, so for our first one, we're going to start off strong. Love jackhammers, one of my favorite baits, so we're going to go ahead and throw that in the box. That'll be the first lure. Again, we're not giving away any crap lures. It's all stuff that I use. So follow along. Again, if you guys like the video, if you wouldn't mind liking, and if you want to see more videos like it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Until next one.